Good morning, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right. Listen, I got a good word for you guys today. The word is integrity, but we'll get to that in a little bit. It was hard to wake up this morning, very hard. Obviously, we got to wake up for work. We got to wake up and go to work, but why can't we do the same thing for God? Why can't we get up in the morning and make it a mandatory thing and bring the work and job secondary? And that's the reason, that's the problem with this world, that we put the world first rather than God. So the word today is integrity, but you know, at least I'm gonna take responsibility for what I've done. So let's go ahead and read today's devotion for September 11th. September 11th. Let me get this bookmark placer here. September 11th. And it is grumbling or gratitude. Integrity, grumbling or gratitude. I want one of you guys to connect those three words: integrity, grumbling, or gratitude by the end of this video. It says, do everything without grumbling or arguing, so that you may become blameless and pure, children of God without fault in a warped and crooked generation. Philippians 2:14 and 15. Grumbling and arguing comes naturally for all of us. We complain when we can't have what we want. We argue and demand our own way. These habits and attitudes can take over our marriage and family. It may seem too hard to do everything without grumbling or arguing, but God gives the example of Jesus, who gave up his rights, served others, and willingly died on the cross. Philippians 2:6-8. He'll give us what we need to obey. You're given a choice to love and obey selflessly like God, or to complain and argue out of despair, out of a desire to please yourself. When you choose a willing, cheerful attitude to surrender and sacrifice, you stand out from the crowd. You pick up the torch of God's light and shine it in the world. Your identity as Christ followers is confirmed by the grace of your words. Serve each other with gladness today. Comfort opposition with a peaceful heart. Embrace God's will for this day, whether full of joy or challenges, and display his love to everyone. Lord, forgive us for resisting each other and you. Fill our mouths with words of gratitude and peace. Let us display your holiness to a lost and broken world. Amen. And that kind of goes into what we were kind of talking about the other day with the two greatest commandments: love God and love your neighbors, and sometimes we get very selfish. 7:30. That means I got to leave in about 30 minutes to go and work for the world. But I am blessed that where I work at, it is a faith-based family, faith-based family business where they do believe in God, and they are very upright people. But I promise you, out here in the South Carolina, man, I think South Carolina needs Jesus the most. The people out here, I don't know. And I'm not trying to be judgmental, but, it's very rough out here. And I do my best to just shine my light and pray for the ones who I can see need Jesus the most. But the word integrity. Integrity. I know, my God, that you test the heart and are pleased with integrity. All these things I have given willingly and with honest intent. 1 Chronicles 29:17. If you ignore the least commandment and teach others to do the same, you will be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But anyone who obeys God's law and teaches them will be called great in the kingdom of heaven. God's law, we've been talking about that. First 5 Bibles, the Torah, Matthew 5:19. The honest person will live in safety, but the dishonest will be caught. Proverbs 10:9. God, test my heart, see if I am lacking integrity in any way. I want my intentions and motives to be pure. I want others to feel like I am a leader who deals honest and fairly with them, holding myself to a high standard I accept of my team. Thank you for the people you put in my life and teach and lead me. Show me how I can carry the torch and teach the people I lead well. How are you teaching God's characteristics of integrity to your team? And this is a big one for me because, you know, I am a husband and a father, which is a leader. So integrity is big for me, and I literally sat up today all morning just asking God, help me, give me strength, give me strength, give me strength to get up, because listen, we woke up at 3, didn't go to sleep until like 10. So it was very tough, but at the end of the day, you know, the devil will never win. So having a self-reflection and integrity to know that, okay, you know, I came up short, I get another chance tomorrow. I get another chance tonight to go to sleep early so I can wake up in the morning. I have another chance to choose God in the morning, the first thing I do in the morning, rather than getting up and choosing to go to work, choosing the world, choosing to cater to the world. Wake up, choose to speak to God first. Don't even touch your phone. Choose to pray. And that's what I did. At least today I woke up and I knew it. And I said, Lord, I kept praying, going in and out of sleep. Yeah, like sleep, waking back up, praying. Sleep, waking back up, praying. And I have faith that God He will give me the strength. He will give me the strength, whether it's tonight, whether it's the day after. I'm going to keep pushing and have resilience. And that's the reason why God tests us with everything in our life, to see if we are going to go to Him or if we're going to choose something else. So I give that to you guys, and before I go to work, I wanted to read just a 1-sentence summary of Genesis, because that's where we'll start. And it says, the God who created mankind and punished disobedience with death began His great plan of redemption with His covenant to Abraham, whose descendants arrived in Egypt as God cherished people. So after sin came into the world, God punished mankind with death. So that's the reason why our skin gets old and it gets nasty, and then we have so much disease and so many things in this world that is not good for us, like smoking, drinking, all those things. It leads to death. It leads to death. And God had to curse man because of the sin that came into the world. And